Hello, Sean Willingham here with the Medicare Man, home of Highway 65 Insurance. Thank you very much for scheduling your call with your agent to discuss Medicare. Now, the purpose of this video is to get you ready for that call. I encourage you, take out a pen and paper and write down the questions you have and the concerns that you want to address. So that way you can communicate that to the agent and they will make sure that all of your questions and concerns are addressed. Now, what they're going to do is they're going to take you through a very simple four-step process that guarantees you that you'll get your Medicare right. Okay. So that four-step process works exactly like this. Step number one is always figuring out whether or not you need to enroll in Medicare at all. Because some people do, some people can delay without penalty, and the agent will help you figure that out. Step number two is if you do need to get signed up for Medicare, how and when do you get signed up? Then the third step is picking between the two different versions of Medicare, Original and Advantage. And then the fourth and final step is filling in the gaps. A little more detail with step number one, figuring out whether or not you need to sign up for Medicare. It all depends on exactly what kind of coverage you have now. Is it from an employer? Are you still working? What's the size of the employer? And the agent's going to take you through that process and tell you exactly either no, you can't delay your enrollment in Medicare. If you do, you'll get penalized, so you need to get signed up right away. Or the agent will say yes, you can delay your enrollment in Medicare if you choose, because you're not going to be penalized if you don't sign up right away. Now, even if scenario number two is you and you don't have to sign up for Medicare, the agent's going to say, hey, let's take a look at that plan, compare it to Medicare side by side, figure out exactly what each one costs and covers. Because you're eligible for both, you can pick either one. Let's figure out which one's a better deal. And the agent will do that for you free of charge. Now, the second step is figuring out how and when you get signed up for Medicare. There's really two enrollment periods that you want to utilize because they're both penalty free. There's the initial, that's when you're first eligible, and then there's the special. That's for people that have a valid reason to delay Medicare, and they can get won't be charged penalties for late enrollment. And so the agent will say, hey, you should use your initial, or you can go ahead and delay and use your special later. The other option has a penalty. It's called general. We never use that one. All of our customers are either doing the initial or the special, and the agent will tell you exactly which one you want to use and exactly when you need to use it. Then the third step is comparing the two different versions of Medicare. There's what's called original Medicare, and then there's what's called Medicare Advantage. They are both Medicare, and there's good reasons why people pick one or the other. And what the agent's going to do is going to educate you on why some people pick one, why other people pick the other, and then you can figure out exactly which version of Medicare is best for yourself. Then the fourth and final step is what's called umbrella coverage. What it is it's supplemental policies that you got your Medicare, and then the umbrella coverage, the supplemental, comes in and layers on top of it to provide you with extra coverage that fills in the gaps on the major exposures that you have. The major exposures that we encounter are really twofold. The first one is critical illness, cancer, heart attack, stroke, the big three. Those are expensive diagnoses, and whatever plan you are on, whether it be Medicare or non-Medicare, cancer, heart attack, and stroke always come with out-of-pocket expenses, and there's products that can fill that gap for you that the agent will educate you on. Then the second major exposure, and this is a big one, is skilled nursing. What I'm talking about is nursing home, assisted living, home health care. Now, for some reason, this goes unaddressed by many people, and I can't figure out why it's the topic is not brought up because, well, it's the number one reason why seniors run out of money is unexpected out-of-pocket expenses on the cost of skilled nursing, assisted living, home health care. It is a major exposure. And so, what the agent's going to do is educate you on what Medicare or health insurance does cover in that category. And then, more importantly, what it doesn't cover. So, you know what your options are to fill that major exposure. And it is a big one, very important topic that the agent will make sure that you address. And then the agent will make sure that all of your questions and concerns are answered because that's what it's about. It's about your specific road to Medicare, your questions, your concerns, your circumstances, and the agent will make sure that you have all of your questions answered before moving on. So that wraps up the preparation video. Remember, write down your questions and concerns so that you can make sure and get the most out of your call. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.